Okay, that's a big crane just to put a little bitty step up to the roof, but that's what they gotta have. They gotta have a big crane because they gotta lift it all the way over the roof. Just bringing it in. Not much room here. The welder's working here too. We're about 4 or 5 weeks from being finished. A lot of trades. Okay, they put our stair treads in. Still got to put this wood landing in. There's our crane. They're getting ready to put those steps onto the roof. Okay, all the trades are here today. The welder, the carpenters, the trim people, the painters, the stair people, the air conditioning people. We're getting close. Another month or so. Okay, they hung our operating room light. Our bar equipment is waiting for the countertop and the stainless steel fronts. Okay, so here's the art wall. And this stays right behind these windows here for us to hang large pieces of art that can be visible from the street. And the back side of it is going to be shelves and cubbies to put things on. Okay, we got some light fixtures hung. The third level is 98% complete. Tile, they're finishing up on some paint work. These are pendant lights in the pool bath. Okay, there's those steps that are going to go to the roof from the third story up over the parapet wall onto the roof. This is the crane that's going to lift it up. Okay, here we go. Swinging around here to get the steps. Okay, they're getting ready to take that baby up. They've got to swing it all the way around over the roof of the house.
So we're not going to offset it. We're going to lay.
Okay, there it goes. It looks small when it's in the air. Well, if he drops that, it messes up a lot of stuff. Lifted it up, spun it around. Now he's going to spin it into that spot right there. Go from that level up over that parapet wall so to get access to the roof.
Somebody just stopped and took a picture of your car, and it wasn't your typical car jump. It was a lady in a car. You parked on the wrong side.
Well, they're about to get it in place there. Getting close. Okay, they pretty much got it in place.
I don't want any picture.
Miss State Farm is so excited her new couch came in.
That's all you can see.
Let me see the corner of it, baby.
Nope, that's all. That's all.
That's all she's going to show us until it's moved into the house.
Right.
Okay, so they started grading here today because getting ready to start paving. Pretty exciting. It's gonna look like a real house after we get it paved. Parked all our equipment back there. Okay, these trenches here are for the retractable bollards, which work in conjunction with garage doors to block the garages, and also a trench light, which is angled and shines back on the face of the house. Okay, this is in the upstairs of the duplex, and we've just passed our rough-in inspection. We're fixing to close all these walls. This is the rear bathroom, and here's your air conditioner. This is the kitchen part. This may be the kitchen because that may be the vent-a-hood. And then this is the living room. 320 perfect square feet. Everybody likes tiny. Okay, it looks like an airplane fixing to take off. There's our shower valves, shower heads, and there's two rain shower heads, square ones up there. And then they got her tub filler installed. Okay, so they're laying out, getting ready to set. There's a trench light, a light that runs along here in front of the garage that shines up on the house. And then if you come a few more inches, you see these bollards which go in the ground, these retractable bollards. So they've run the electrical to the bollards. There's 3 of them here, coming over here. And here's the drain tank. The bollards drain out the bottoms of them across and down and over to this tank and then to the sewer. Okay, State Farm, we're making our first elevator ride. We came to floor 2. So the elevator ride is supposed to be entertaining. First, we got a control panel out of a 747 here for the controls. And then the elevator has windows. And there are lights you can see around the windows there. But those windows will display art in the elevator shaft. So when you're riding the elevator, you get to see the art on the way up or down. Okay, State Farm got her countertop installed. The architect bought this from China for his house, and he had a piece left over, a small piece. He sold it to us for a good price. It's agate. This is the way it's mined, right out of the mountain. It's pretty special looking, as you can see. And then we've got these end caps. Underneath this, of course, is cabinetry. Our refrigerators come in. This is the signature stovetop with the sous vide cooking. Haven't a clue what that means. All these counters look white, but they're stainless steel. They've just got protective coatings. There's our dishwasher. And on the back side of the center island, got a drawer type microwave and cabinetry. This is the powder bath. We've got our first Toto toilet installed. And on this side, we've got this faucet that runs all the way up the wall. There's the knob for it right there that turns the water on. And the water comes out down here and goes into a vessel. Working in the front yard there, putting in the bollards. Okay, so State Farm's got her bathtub in. She's real happy. It came all the way from Australia. So they've uncovered these floors. These floors are colored concrete, and we cut them on 36-inch diagonal measurement, and then we're going to polish and wax them so they kind of look like granite. And they'll be a lot darker than this. It's the toilet and the guest bath. It's a different brand because it didn't have enough of the others. So they built this railing around where the pool is going to go, because we're not going to get the pool for several more months. And so this is just temporary, unfortunately. The pool goes in this area. It's 8 by 20 feet. Has a hot tub in one end, and a treadmill in the bottom, and it creates a wave at one end, so when you're swimming, you can swim forever. Okay, State Farm's coming down the elevator. She should be arriving just about any second now. Let me know when you're here, State Farm.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay. State Farm came to get me on the elevator.
Are you ready for your ride?
Yep, so now we're going to number 1. Here we go. Pretty exciting. You can see this wall moving. See, there'd be art on this wall, and there's windows here on the 2 walls of the elevator. Floor is the tile with that tread plate on the walls. Okay, open it up, State Farm. Okay, and here we go. Okay, State Farm, we're making our first elevator ride. We came to floor 2. So the elevator ride is supposed to be entertaining. First, we got a control panel out of a 747 here for the controls. And then the elevator has windows. And there are lights you can see around the windows there. But those windows will display art in the elevator shaft. So when you're riding the elevator, you get to see the art on the way up or down. Okay, State Farm's coming down the elevator. She should be arriving just about any second now. Let me know when you're here, State Farm.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay. State Farm came to get me on the elevator.
Are you ready for your ride?
Yep, so now we're going to number 1. Here we go. Very exciting. You can see this wall moving. See, there'd be art on this wall, and there's mirrors, windows here on the two walls of the elevator. Floor is the tile with that tread plate on the walls. Okay, open it up, Miss Dave. Okay, and here we go. Okay, Miss State Farm got her countertop installed. The architect bought this from China for his house, and he had a piece left over, a small piece. He sold it to us for a good price. It's agate. This is the way it's mined, right out of the mountain. It's pretty special looking, as you can see. And then we've got these end caps. Underneath this, of course, is cabinetry. Our refrigerators come in. This is the signature stove top with the sous vide cooking. Haven't a clue what that means. All these counters look white, but they're stainless steel. They've just got protective coatings. There's our dishwasher. And on the back side of the center island, got a drawer type microwave and cabinetry. Okay, they're pouring the concrete around the retractable bollards today. There's some plumbing there showing in the garage. It's cool looking. They've still got some stuff to paint up there. Nothing's supposed to be, everything gets painted except those stainless steel clamps and that copper. Those wires coming out from the floor above still need to be painted. And they've painted all the trays here in the garage. I love them. They're so much better black. We were gonna leave them stainless. And so they're gonna be black. And then they have the lights inside the trays. We put our garage doors in. It's the laundry room. And picked out this tile. It was really inexpensive. There's the laundry chute. Comes from the third and second floor. That's a window. On the other side of this wall is a shipping container door. And it's designed so that the shipping container door stays propped open. It's welded, propped open, which creates light, which comes through that window. Here's our electrical room. You'll notice that they've hooked up, we've got our meter, and a lot of our lights are on now. They're hooked, bringing all the circuits live, one at a time. This is the east side of the house. You can see they're getting ready to put in all the air conditioning units. There's our dog run up there that has the AstroTurf and has drains in it and a floor. So they've started setting forms in the rear yard. They should finish this tomorrow. This is all the backyard we ended up with, but it's just enough. We didn't want any more. These forms go all the way around. They're going to be paving that this week. It's going to start looking like a real home with all that. They finished the rough in on the guest house here. The lower unit is a storage unit. The upper one is an apartment. You can see on this side of the house where they're fixing to rough in we're fixing to add in the condensing units. And at the last minute after the ice storm, we've added a generator. It's going to be right out here at the electrical pole. Okay, this is Linda's bathtub. It's called a hammock bathtub. It came from Australia. Okay, so here we are in the equipment room. It's underneath the pool. And this is the tankless water heaters and the tanked water heater and all that beautiful plumbing. Okay, here's the wine cabinet. This is over towards the pantry. And there's our laundry chute. There's our air conditioning. Well, they've got our light fixture illuminated now. Has 131 Edison bulbs. Okay, we got our operating room light from the 1920s here in the bar. We got it working. The light comes out this crystal right here. Shines right down on the patient's heart. Look at all this plumbing. Isn't that pretty? All that's going to show. All the copper and black. Okay, they've got this room cleaned out. They're moving from the third floor as they finish things to the second floor. They painted our air conditioning duct. It just disappeared. We don't even hardly know it's there anymore. It's a big area now. Okay, laundry room. Lots of pipes in the ceiling here too. Miss State Farm got our new washer and dryer delivered today. There's our sink. We got all this backsplash in. There's our laundry chute. There'll be a laundry container right below that. Okay, so they've put the LEDs in the trays in the garage. This is just half of them. They're randomly spaced, and only half of them are turned on. It'll be brighter when we turn all of them on, but no reason to have them on most of the time. And that's the only lights here in the garage. You don't really see any lights when they're turned off. Okay, this is the rotating whiskey cabinet. There's two of them that go on the wall and the bar. And there's a button you push, and it rotates, so it shows you which whiskeys or liquors you want. So you're able to store a lot more liquors in a lot fewer spaces. This is the first one the company's done. It was originally designed to be a shoe rack, a rotating shoe rack, and they modified it for whiskey. Well, the concrete people are here this morning. They're gonna finish setting all these forms. I think they may actually pour some concrete today. It doesn't rain. They put up our sconces on the outside, on the rear. Brought in dirt, raised all these areas. The landscape people are getting started putting in irrigation sleeves. We're using succulents and contemporary looking landscaping. There are air conditioning lines. Be air conditioning units sitting in this area.